Hello everyone. I'm going to show you how to cut the screen and how to fit it properly to this drain cap. We sanded it already and we sized it to fit inside of this fitting, like so. As you can see, it fits just right. It seals the edges, it still moves, it's not jamming or anything. Now we have to make sure this screen fits on this surface only and it doesn't hang off to the edge too much. So I'm going to mark it on the, as you can see, it actually fits pretty good on the edge there. So use a Sharpie. And it's okay if you put, if it marks on the side of this fitting, it's not going to harm anything. By the time you assemble it, it'll be completely dry. There shouldn't be any residual fumes into the zeolite. Make sure you wash these fittings before you start using them. It's always good to do that. Alright, so now I have it marked and I'm going to use scissors. Now these scissors look sort of, I'm sure you've seen these scissors before. You can actually use any pair of scissors for this. It doesn't have to be special, but take it, bear in mind that it's going to dull them, most likely, because this is stainless steel, and most scissors are made of really hard metal, so it shouldn't hurt them. But if it's not a really nice pair, it might dull it a little bit, and you have to sharpen it later. When you're cutting this, cut inside the line, and you do have some leeway because there is an edge over here, and so again, if you make a mistake, just cut another piece. This stuff isn't that expensive. And so I'm going to pause just a sec here. Okay, we have our screen cut now, and there's a little curve in it. You can try to kind of bend it up a little bit so it fits flat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tack it with super glue. I'm going to be using this it's a super glue. It's I use this quite a bit. It's nice. It's a little bit thicker than normal super glue, so it will hold it in place. And what you want to do is tack it in a couple of places and hold it, make sure it's lined up. Tack it and hold it in place until it sets. Again, gloves really help, because if you get stuff on your fingers, it's not gonna be permanent. So, and it also helps to push down some of the points. If it starts to spring up a little bit, hold it down a little bit with something that's not gonna stick to it, and give it a few minutes to set. Once it tacks in place, then I can go all the way around. Here we go. This is in place. Super glue needs a lot of, it has to be very close to the surface for it to start polymerizing. If there's a gap, it's not going to work too well. Okay. All right. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to tack it all the way around, and I'll come back. Okay, as you can see, I tacked it in several places around the edge. Now, you can go back and do the whole edge, but you don't really have to, because when it's fully assembled, it's going to be pushing up against this piece. And so there's going to be about 50 pounds of pressure pushing down with the spring. So it's going to make sure the screen gets sealed all the way around the edge. So it doesn't really have to be completely sealed, because as long as you have to make sure there's no leaking here. Now on this side right here, I was really close to the edge, so I went ahead and put super glue all the way around the whole edge. This way it holds it all in place. It's not going to shift, it's not going to leak. If you have any leaks, what happens then is the zeolite can clog the valves, it can clog other things. So you don't want that. Okay, thank you.